Hello and welcome to the 2033 World Series. We are here for Game 5 in Cincinnati. The Reds, who were down 3-0, managed to stave off elimination in Game 4 with a resounding 8-2 victory, are coming back for more here in Game 5. We're going to have a rematch of the Game 1 starters, Chris Rader on the mound for the Tigers. He was effective in Game 1, but did not factor in the decision as an extra inning ball game. He will be opposed by Nate Rogers for the Reds. Tigers lineup will be Ward, Collins, Campos, Simon, Good, Colonel, Campbell, Quintero, and Baez batting ninth. For the Reds, Aragon leading off, followed by Shand, Thompson, Schumann, Garrison, Walker, Herrera, Meyer, and Godfrey batting ninth. It is 41 degrees and the wind blowing out to right at 9 mph. And we are ready to get Game 5 underway. The Tigers looking once again to try to close out this series here in Cincinnati, while the Reds trying to force a Game 6 in Detroit 2 days from now. So with Nate Rogers on the mound, the Reds are ready to get this game underway. Tigers leadoff hitter standing in from the left side. Here's the pitch. Lined into the gap in left center field. That one's going all the way to the wall. This will be extra bases. Rounding first, heading for second. We're going to lead off the game with a double here in the top of the first inning. So the Tigers, with a runner in scoring position, threatening first here in this ball game. Collins now the batter. One man on, nobody out. 2-2 is the count. Collins lines it past the shortstop into left field. There's another base hit. Rounding third, heading home. No, he stops. Third base coach puts up the stop sign, and the runners hold. So the Tigers now, with runners on the corners, nobody out at the top of the first inning. Campos, the next batter, facing Rogers. Here comes the first pitch. Campos does not swing. The throw goes down to second, and on the steal attempt, Collins is out. So the Tigers trying to put some pressure on the Reds' defense. They have been very successful stealing bases in this series, but not tonight, as Garrison throws out Collins at second base on the steal attempt. Now Campos facing Rogers with a runner on third and one out. 1-2 is the count. Campos grounds it toward short. The Reds play the infield back. They're going to concede the run, throwing him out at first for the force, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead. So Simon now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the delivery. Check to swing, but that's strike 3. The umpire rings him up. The inning is over. The Tigers draw first blood here in Cincinnati with a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the first inning. Aragon leading off against Rader. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Rader looking for the sign. And here comes the delivery. That is strike 3 called on the outside corner. So Aragon with a slow walk back to the dugout. That changeup froze him for the first out of the inning. Shand now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch to Brandon Shand. And he pops it up deep to left field, going back to left fielder toward the warning track. He turns around and makes the catch for out number 2. Shand certainly gave it a ride, but came up about 10 feet short for the second out of the inning. Thompson now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch from Rader. And there's a liner in the center field. That'll be a base hit. Center fielder Campos cuts it off, but he holds him just to a single with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Schumann now the batter. 2 outs, the tying run on first. Rader working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Schumann. Strike 3 is called, a breaking pitch on the outside corner, and the inning is over. So the Reds strand a runner. We're going to the top of the second with a 1-0 ball game. Good facing Rogers in the top of the second inning. Full count. Good standing in the box waiting for the pitch. Grounded toward first. First baseman has it. He flips to the pitcher covering. They get him by a step for out number 1. Colonel now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count to Colonel. Here comes the pitch. And he lines it down the right field line. He was swinging at 3-1, and he laces a single to right for the first base hit of this inning. So with Colonel on first, Campbell comes to the plate. 1 out, 1 man on. First pitch, Campbell checks his swing. The throw goes down to second. There's another stolen base attempt, and this one is successful. So the Tigers move the runner up to second on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Colonel must be pretty quick out there on the base paths. He's now in scoring position with 1 out in the top of the second inning. 3-1 is the count. There's a pop-up deep to center field. Going back is Aragon toward the warning track. He's going to have room. He makes the catch. That is out. That's out number 2. And the runner, Colonel, is going to tag up and advance to third on that play as Quintero comes to the plate. Tigers up by 1, looking for more. 3-ball count. Here comes the pitch to Quintero. There's a check swing. Nope, he did not go around. The umpire signals ball 4, and Quintero heads down to first. Somehow I have a feeling the Tigers are not going to be trying to steal second base with Quintero in this situation. Baez the next batter. 2 outs and runners on the corners. 2 strikes is the count. Baez watches strike 3 go by at the knees, and the inning is over. So the Tigers do not score. They strand 2. Going to the bottom of the second to 1-0 Detroit lead. Garrison leading off against Rader in the bottom of the second. 2-ball count. Rader looking to the side. Here's the delivery. Lined into right field. That one is going to clear the wall. A line drive rocket into the right field stands. The Reds have just tied up this ball game at 1-1 in the bottom of the second inning. That ball got out of here in a hurry. 389 feet into about the 6th row of the right field bleachers. So now we got a brand new ball game all tied up at 1. Walker the next batter for the Reds. Rader working. First pitch to Walker. And here it comes. And there's a liner into center field. There's another base hit. Campos plays it on the hop, and that's a single with nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Herrera now batting. 1 man on, nobody out. 1-2 is the count. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That was a fastball that was above his head. And that is the first out of the inning. Marcelo Meyer now bats with 1 out and 1 man on. 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. Grounded towards second. Throw goes to short. The relay to first. That's a 4-6-3 double play. So the Tigers infield defense turns 2. We're going to the top of the third, all tied up at 1. Ward leading off against Rogers in the top of the third inning. The Tigers have turned their batting order in the first 2 innings here. 2-1 is the count to Ward. Here's the delivery. Grounded back toward the mound. The shortstop charges. He has it, but he does not attempt the throw. Ward hustling down the line, beats it out for an infield single. Now Collins the batter. With a runner on first, nobody out. 2 strikes is the count to Collins. He swings and misses. That is strike 3. So Rogers gets the punch out with a curveball there. That is his third of the ball game. Campos the next batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Here's the pitch. It's low. The runner goes. Throw down to second is late. And that is going to be another stolen base for the Tigers here in the top of the third inning. Campos now batting. Runner in scoring position. 1 out. 1-1 is the count. And there's a stolen base attempt to third base. And they're going to take 2 bases on consecutive pitches. That is some aggressive base running by the Tigers managerial staff here. So with 1 out and a runner on third, Campos waiting for the 2-2 pitch. And he lines it into center field. That's going to be plenty deep enough. Aragon has it. He makes the catch. The throw comes home. The runner slides, and he is safe. So the Tigers double their lead. It is now they retake the lead. It's 2-1 in the top of the third inning on the sacrifice fly. So Campos credited with the RBI. Simon now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Here's the delivery. Grounded towards short. Shortstop Meyer has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. But the Tigers take a 2-1 lead in the top of the third. We're going to the bottom of the third. Godfrey leading off against Rader. 2-2 is the count. Rader looking for the sign. Here is the delivery. That's a liner into the gap in right center field. That's going to be 1 hop to the wall. Rounding first and heading for second. This is going to be a leadoff double in the bottom of the third inning. And the Reds continuing to fight their way back in this ball game. They're down by 1. Aragon comes to the plate. Runner on second, nobody out. Here comes the first pitch to Aragon, and he grounds it towards short. The shortstop looks the runner back. He throws across the diamond. That is out number 1. Shan now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Shan, hole for 1 on the day. Waiting for the first pitch from Rader. There's a grounder towards second. The throw goes to first. That is out number 2. The runner advancing to third on that play. And now Thompson bats with 2 outs and 1 man on. 1-1 is the count. And there's a grounder toward first. The first baseman has it. He wins the foot race to the bag, and the inning is over. So a forced play ends the inning. The Reds strand the runner. We're going to the top of the fourth. 2-1 in favor of Detroit. Good leading off against Rogers in the top of the fourth inning. 2-strike count. Rogers with the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a changeup for out number 1. Good was way out in front of that one. And now Colonel the batter. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Colonel. Here it comes. Colonel grounds it back toward the mound. Coming off the mound, the pitcher has it. He throws to first, and the throw is late. Rogers took too much time throwing that ball over to first, and the runner, Colonel, is safe at first. So now Campbell, the batter. How long is it going to take the Tigers to try to steal second base here? Let's see, the first pitch. Here goes the runner. The throw goes down to second, and Colonel is safe. So ball 1 was thrown. There's now 1 out, a runner on second. The Tigers just running wild on the Reds defense here in this ball game. 1 out, full count. There's a grounder past the first baseman down the right field line. That stolen base pays off. The run is going to score from second. That is going to be an RBI double, and the Tigers have now taken a 3-1 lead in the top of the fourth inning. So RBI double for Campbell brings up Quintero. 1 out, runner on second. Full count. Here's the delivery. Grounded back up the middle. Shortstop has it on the shift. The throw over first. That is out number 2. The runner advancing to third on that throw, on that foresight. And Baez bats next. 2 outs and a runner on third. 2-strike count to Baez. He pops it up. Right center field. Coming over the right fielder. Makes the running catch, and the inning is over. So the Tigers score again. They take a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the fourth inning. Schumann leading off against Rader, who's at 37 pitches at the bottom of the fourth. Full count. Rader with the delivery. Here it comes. Oh, ball 4. Man, that apparently was low and inside. Good eye by Schumann to draw the walk, and now Garrison's the batter. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-1 is the count to Garrison. Here comes the next pitch. And it's a liner into left. That's going to be another base hit. He just dumps it over the third baseman's head into short left field for an opposite field single here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Walker now the batter. 2 runners on base, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. Rader with a 1-ball count. Here comes the delivery. And it's a grounder towards second. The throw goes to short. The relay over to first. There's a 4-6-3 double play. The Tigers infield defense looking sharp today. They turn their second double play of the ball game. And now there's 2 outs and a runner on third. Herrera, the next batter for the Reds. 1-2 is the count. Rader looking to the side. Here is the pitch. And it's grounded up the middle. Second baseman has it. He throws to first, and the inning ends on a force out. 4-3 is the play. We go now to the top of the fifth. It is 3-1 in favor of Detroit. Ward is now going to face a new pitcher as Jonathan DeRosier comes out of the Reds bullpen. He has thrown 6 1/3 of 3 walk, 8 strikeout baseball with a 1.48 ERA. Ward leading off the top of the fifth for the Tigers. Full count. DeRosier looking for the sign. Here comes the delivery. And it's looped right at the third baseman. The catch is made. That is up number 1. Collins now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count to Collins. Here's the delivery. He checks his swing. That was low and away for ball 4. So the walk is issued. The runner's on first. Campos comes up to the plate. Top of the fifth inning. Tigers up by 2. Here's the pitch to Campos. He pops it up. Short left field. Left fielder coming in toward left center. The catch is made, and that is out number 2. Simon now with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's the first pitch to Simon. He drives it in the air to left. The left fielder again makes a running catch, and the inning is over. So nice reactions out there by the left fielder on 2 consecutive plays to get to those fly balls. We're going to the bottom of the fifth now. It is still 3-1 in favor of Detroit. Meyer leading off against Rader. Bottom of the fifth inning. Full count. Rader looking for the sign. Here comes the pitch. That is low for ball 4. Meyer draws the walk. Rader believes he got squeezed on strike 3 right there. Godfrey is the next batter. That is 2 walks now issued by Rader. Godfrey coming up. First pitch from Rader, and there's a throw down to second. The stolen base attempt, and he is safe at second. The throw was late. Marcelo Meyer actually got injured sliding into second base, but it sounds like the changer checked him out, and he's going to remain in the ballgame. So now Godfrey is the batter, with Meyer on second and nobody out. 2-1 is the count. Rader with the pitch. He grounds it towards second. The throw over to first, that is out number 1. The runner advancing to third on that play. And it brings up Aragon with 1 out and runner on third. Raider working a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Aragon swings and misses. That is strike 3. So that at-bat is over. Raider now has 4 strikeouts in the ballgame, and Brandon Shan comes up to the plate. 1 man on, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Reds down by 2. Here's the first pitch, and it's popped up to center field. Coming in is Campos. He camps under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So we're going to the top of the 6th inning. It is 3-0 in favor of Detroit. Good facing DeRosier here in the top of the 6th. Here comes the delivery. Good pops it up to right. Coming in fast as the right fielder makes a running catch for out number 1. Next up is Colonel. 1 out, nobody on. 1 and 2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Phil Colonel. He lines it right at the shortstop. That is out number 2. A nice stab there by the shortstop. Almost defensive for the second out of the inning. Campbell on the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes the pitch to Camden. DeRosier with the delivery. And it's a grounder towards second. Routine play. The second baseman throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Tigers retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 in favor of Detroit. Raider facing Thompson. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to lead off the inning. Raider with the delivery. And it's a pop-up on the infield. The shortstop coming in. He calls for it. He makes the catch. That is out number 1. Schumann now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 and 2 is the count. Here's the pitch to Josh Schumann. And there's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first. That is out number 2. Raider now facing Garrison with 2 outs and nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Raider delivering the pitch. And strike 3 is called. He chased a fastball inside, and the inning is over. Raider works efficiently through the 6th. We're going to the top of the 7th. It is 3-1 in favor of Detroit. DeRosier still on the mound. He's coming out for inning of work number 3 against Quintero, Baez, and Ward here in the top of the 7th inning. 2-1 is the count. DeRosier with the pitch. He lines it into short right field. Quintero is going to have a leadoff single in the top of the 7th inning. And now Baez the batter. 1 man on, nobody out. DeRosier working with the first pitch to Baez. He pops it up. Foul territory. First baseman chases toward the dugout. He makes the play, and that is out number 1. Ward now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Short right field. The second baseman going out this time. He makes the play. That is out number 2. Collins now batting with 2 outs and 1 man on. And Juan Lara has come out of the Reds bullpen to pitch now. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Lara is throwing 4 2/3 of 1 walk, 1 strikeout baseball with a 5.79 ERA. Lara faces Collins with a 2-1 count. Looking for the sign. And here is the delivery. Driven in the air deep to left field. Look at that one go. It disappears into the night. The second deck shot. And that is a 2-run home run. The Tigers have taken a 5-1 lead in the top of the 7th inning. 392 feet. That is Collins' 4th home run of the postseason, and the Tigers are starting to get anxious down there in the bullpen. They can sense the tide turning in their favor. Campos the batter, 2 outs and nobody on, full count. Here comes the delivery. That is outside for ball 4, so with 2 outs, the walk is issued. Campos heads down to first. It brings up Simon. Top of the 7th inning, 2 runs already in. Here comes the first pitch, and the runner goes for second. He slides, and he is safe. That's another stolen base for the Tigers. So now, with 2 outs and a runner on second, Simon waiting for the 2-1 pitch. There's a pop-up on the infield. The second baseman comes in, he calls for it. He makes the play, he drops it. Oh, he drops it, and everybody's going to be safe. So there's runners on first and third now. Top of the 7th inning, Josh Good coming to the plate. The Tigers getting a break in this inning. Full count. Here's the pitch, and he lines it down the left field line. That's going to be another run. It's now 6-1 in favor of the Tigers. The runner stops at third after advancing. So now that's an RBI single for Good. And the Tigers are up by 5. Colonel now the batter, and Aquia comes out of the Reds bullpen. Aquia with 5 innings of 7 strikeout baseball and a 3.60 ERA. is facing Colonel in the top of the 7th inning. This inning will not seem to end for the Reds with 2 outs and runners in the corners. Aquia with a 2-ball count, and Colonel drives it deep in the air to right field, down the line, a home run. It is 9-1 in favor of the Tigers in the top of the 7th inning. And the Tigers have just put the pedal down to the floor here in the 7th inning, scoring 6 times to take an 8-run lead. That was a 355-foot home run down the right field line. Colonel with another critical home run in this series. And now Campbell comes to the plate. Aquia working with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch to Campbell. And it's lined in the gap in left center field. That one's going all the way to the wall. Campbell rounding first, heading for extra bases. He is going to slide into second with a 2-out double in the top of the 7th inning. So now Aquia is going to work to Quintero with 2 outs and 1 man on. Quintero led off this inning. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch. Quintero grounds it up the middle, past the shortstop into center field. That's another base hit. Rounding third and heading home. And that is going to be another run for the Tigers. It is now a 10-1 lead in the top of the 7th inning. And Baez the next batter. 2 outs and 1 man on. Aquia facing Baez. Here comes there's a pickoff throw over to first. Oh, and they catch him sleeping. So the Tigers Baez, after delivering the RBI single, is picked off first to end the inning. The Tigers score 7 times, taking a 10-1 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. And now, Rader faces Walker in the bottom of the 7th. Rader at 79 pitches. 1 and 2 is the count. Here comes the delivery. There's a grounder towards second. Second baseman charges. He has it. He does not throw. And that'll be a leadoff infield single for the Reds here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Herrera now the batter. 1 man on, nobody out. 2 and 2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. There's a liner in the gap in left center field. That's going to be another base hit. Rader getting hit hard in the bottom of the 7th inning here, as there are now runners on second and third with nobody out. And are they going to bring in somebody out of the bullpen? Let's see what Kerry Wood decides to do. Rader is going to face Marcelo Meyer with 2 men on, nobody out. 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch. Driven in the air to right, coming in the right fielder, makes the play. Simon throws home. The throw is just a hair late. So the run scores. It's now 10-2. That'll be a sacrifice fly for Marcelo Meyer. And now the Reds are only down by 8. Godfrey the next batter. And now Scott Sutherland is coming to the game. Sutherland's thrown 5 innings of relief to the Tigers with 5 strikeouts and an ERA of 0 in this postseason. He'll face Godfrey with 1 out and a runner on base. Working the stretch, there's a pitch. Grounder towards short. They concede the run. The throw goes over to first, and that is out number 2. So a 10-3 ball game in favor of Detroit as Cincinnati continues to try to claw their way back. Bobby Aragon now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch to Aragon, and he lines it into right field. The right fielder was out of position on the shift, and he has to play it on the hop. That's a single for Bobby Aragon here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Shan now the batter. 2 outs and 1 man on. 2 strikes is the count. Shan lifts in the air to center. Going back toward the warning track, the center fielder Campos gets there. He makes the play, and the inning is over. The Reds do score twice. They make this a 10-3 ball game going into the top of the 8th inning. Aquia now faces Baez in the top of the 8th. 3-1 is the count. Aquia looking for the sign. Here's the pitch. And Baez takes low for ball 4. So that is a walk in the top of the 8th inning, and it brings up Ward. 1 ball is the count to Ward. Here comes the pitch. Grounded toward third. Throw goes to second. There's no relay to first, however, as Baez breaks up the double play. And that is the first out of the inning on the fielder's choice. Collins now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Full count to Collins. Here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Shortstop calls for it. He makes the play. That is out number 2. Campos now the batter. 2 outs and 1 man on. Aquia facing Campos with a 2-ball count. And Campos pops it up down the left field line. Left fielder chasing. He makes the play and the inning is over. So the Tigers strand a runner. They do not score. Going to the bottom of the 8th of a 10-3 ball game. Sutherland faces Thompson here in the bottom of the 8th. The Reds down by 7. Need to try to get back in this ball game. There's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop adjusts. He has it. The throw to first, that is out number 1. That throw was low, but the first baseman, Collins, dug it out of the dirt, and that is the first out of the inning. Schumann now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count to Schumann. Here comes the pitch. Grounded towards second. The throw goes over to first. That is out number 2. Garrison now the batter. Sutherland working with a 1-2 count. Here is the delivery, and it's tapped on the ground in front of the plate. The catcher has it. He throws down to first, and the inning is over. So we're going to the top of the 9th. It is 10-3 in favor of Detroit. Andy Simon leading off against Aquia here in the top of the 9th inning. Full count. Simon waits for the pitch. That is strike 3 called in the outside corner. So a slider for out number 1 as Aquia gets his first strikeout of this appearance. Next up is Good with 1 out, nobody on. Full count to Good. Here comes the delivery. And that is outside for ball 4. So 2 full counts, 1 strikeout and 1 walk for Aquia. There's now a runner on first with 1 out. Colonel, the next batter. Aquia faces Colonel. Here comes the next pitch. Popped up left field. The left fielder chasing toward the line. He makes the catch. That is out number 2. The runner holds at first. And now Campbell, the batter. With 2 outs and 1 man on. Aquia facing Campbell, the 1-1 count. There's a pop up to left again. Left fielder coming in fast. He makes the running catch and the inning is over. So the Tigers going to the bottom of the 9th, they're up by 7, 3 outs away from their next World Series championship. And Scott Sutherland is continuing to pitch for the Tigers. He has 19 pitches thrown so far in this game. He is going to face Walker, Herrera, and Meyer as the Tigers chase their destiny here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-1 is the count. Sutherland with the pitch. There's a ground ball to second. The throw goes to first, and that is nearly thrown away. Oh, it's dropped. Oh, the umpire says he dropped it, and that is an error. So the runner is safe on first, and now Herrera is the batter. With a runner on first, nobody out. Reds are down by 7. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder toward first. This time the throw goes to short. The relay back to first, and it's late. So the Tigers tried to turn the 3-6-3 double play, but the return throw to first is late. Fielder's choice retires the lead runner. Marcelo Meyer now the batter. He is 0 for 1 with an RBI. Meyer is going to face La Reina out of the Tigers bullpen. Sebastio La Reina comes in with 5 innings thrown, 2 strikeouts, and an ERA of 0. He comes in with 1 out, 1 man on, and the Reds down by 7 here in the bottom of the 9th inning. La Reina with a 2-1 count, and that's a wild pitch. The runner is going to advance to second. And now the Reds have a runner in scoring position as Meyer continues his at-bat. Here's a full count delivery. La Reina with a payoff pitch. And here it comes. Low for ball 4. So the walk is issued. He missed with the cut fastball. And now we're going to see Jake Godfrey come onto the plate with 1 out and 2 men on. Bottom of the 9th inning. What's it going to take to get Bautista into this game? That's the real question, I guess. Godfrey batting with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded towards second. The throw goes over to first. That is out number 2. The runners advance to second and third. And now Becerra is the batter. With the Reds down to their final out, there's 2 runners in scoring position. La Reina faces Becerra with a 1-2 count. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss and a strike 3. And the Tigers are victorious. They win the 2033 World Series. The Tigers are celebrating out on the field. The commissioner of baseball, Theo Epstein, comes out to hand them the World Series trophy, and the Tigers are celebrating their World Series championship, their first in 4 years. So the Tigers getting 10 runs on 12 hits with 1 error. The Reds 3 runs on 8 hits with 1 error. The player of today's game is, in fact, Phil Colonel. Colonel hit a home run, and he went 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs in this ball game. He finished with 6 home runs in the postseason, leading the Tigers as a team. So we're going to go on and see who is the World Series MVP. If we go to the playoff coverage, Phil Colonel. Phil Colonel hit 3 very important home runs in this World Series. 1 in Game 3, 1 in Game 1. Game 2, Game 1, and Game 5. So the Tigers are victorious 10-3. They win the World Series in 5 games, and Colonel is the World Series MVP. So this is Replacement Player Baseball signing off for the 2033 season.